Hey, this is Drew Page. Welcome to the Drew Page channel. In this video, we are going to talk about Elon Musk's father, who just revealed that he had a second secret child with his stepdaughter. And if you found this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and hit the notification bell. Thank you to all of those of you who have subscribed. Thank you to those who've continued to hang in with the channel and comment and like the videos and all that. I appreciate every single one of you. And if you have anything that you'd like me to talk about, please put it down in the comments, and I'll try to get to those if I feel like they will help reach a bigger audience. Another thing I'm going to be working on is a series of shorts where I kind of give some answers to frequently asked questions in practice areas that I'm engaged in, such as personal injury, criminal law, family law, and other things. So you'll see a series of different shorts with different practice areas. So be on the lookout for that pretty soon. So getting back to the video. So news broke yesterday that Elon Musk's father, named Errol, has a second child with a stepdaughter. And this isn't a new thing for him. Obviously, he's had a previous child with this stepdaughter that came out in 2018. The child was born in 2017. News broke in 2018. The news caught up on this because Errol said that the only reason that we are here on this earth as human beings is to reproduce. That essentially we're just here to procreate. Now, he is an engineer, so obviously he believes to some degree that we are here not just to procreate but to do other things. Otherwise he would just be having children and that's it. And apparently he's had 7 but this is his second with a stepdaughter. And according to the New York Post, the family is finds this very uncomfortable, and for good reason. But I wanted to talk about this so that we could understand the law in regard to these type of family relations. So what is the law? Is this incest? Would this be considered incest? And so I did a quick search on the law in Virginia, which is my home state, to see whether this would qualify as an incestuous relationship. So here's what the Virginia Code says about incest. Virginia Code section 18.2-366 is titled Sexual Intercourse by Persons Forbidden to Marry. Essentially, there is a law in Virginia that says that if you are not able to marry this person legally, then you are guilty of a crime. And subsection A says, any person who engages in sexual intercourse with any person whom he is forbidden by law to marry is guilty of a class 1 misdemeanor, except as provided in subsection B. So in other words, if someone is trying to have intercourse with someone else who's married, or if you're married and essentially adultery is not allowed in the Commonwealth of Virginia under the law anyway. If you engage in sexual intercourse with someone that you are not allowed to marry, that is a class 1 misdemeanor unless you are found in subsection B. Subsection B says, any person who engages in sexual intercourse with his daughter or granddaughter, son or grandson, or father or mother is guilty of a class 5 felony. However, if a parent or grandparent engages in sexual intercourse with his child or grandchild, and such child or grandchild is at least 13 years of age, but less than 18 years of age at the time of the offense, such parent or grandparent is guilty of a class 3 felony. So we see that it's a felonious event for a person, a parent or grandparent, to have sexual relations with their child, and it's elevated based on certain age ranges. Well, how does this apply to Errol Musk, Elon Musk's father? How would this apply to this particular case, because this is a stepdaughter? Well, there's a subsection C, and in subsection C the statute reads, for purposes of this section, parent includes step-parent, grandparent includes step-grandparent, child includes a stepchild, and grandchild includes a step-grandchild. If Elon Musk were to engage in sexual relations with his stepdaughter here in the Commonwealth of Virginia, he could potentially face a class 5 felony because the stepdaughter is over the age of 18. So the second part of subsection B doesn't apply, but it does apply to the first part of subsection B, because it is a person that he would be forbidden to marry in the Commonwealth of Virginia, and stepdaughter means daughter, or stepchild means child for purposes of this statute. So he could be charged with a Class 3 felony if he had committed these offenses in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Now, I don't know the law of the area where he is at, but it's important to know these things. You see on TikTok all of these fantasy videos about stepmoms and stepchildren and stepdads and all this stuff. You got to be really careful, because those are, in addition to just being morally wrong, they're also potentially violations of the law of serious significance that you could be convicted of a felony for just under this code section if you're doing it in the Commonwealth of Virginia. And not to mention numerous other statutes like aggravated sexual battery and other things that could arise from these types of things. So, be cautious of what you're allowing into your mind, and certainly what you decide to act out on, because there are laws on the books in these regards. So, thought this was an interesting opportunity to talk about the law here, particularly as relates to family law and criminal law and how it mixes together. So this was the news story that broke out, but I want to use it as an opportunity to make sure we understood, at least as relates to Virginia, and maybe your laws in your state may be different, but I doubt it. But it may be, small differences. But let me know if you find the law in your state. Put it down in the comments. I'd love to see what the laws are in this regard for this particular aspect. So, hope you found this video helpful. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit the notification bell, and until next time, stay tuned.